Morning. A lot of people may claim to be Pittsburgh Steelers fans, but I have never seen anyone more loyal to the team than my mother. She grew up outside Pittsburgh, but she has been living in Nashville for 20 years and still bleeds black and gold. No matter what, win or lose, good season or bad, she is going to watch every game she can and root for them the whole way. My mom doesn't like watching the game with anyone else but family because she can't be distracted during the game with any small talk or outside disruptions. Most of the game, she is on her feet and interacting with the TV. Interacting is a nice way to say she's yelling at the TV. Her love of the Steelers has rubbed off on the rest of the family. My dad and my brother and I are also big Steelers fans now too. Although I will admit, it is still hard to top the enthusiasm and loyalty Mom has for the team. Maybe you also have a sports team that you are loyal to. No matter what kind of season they have, you think there's always next year and you keep on rooting for them no matter what. Maybe it's something else you're loyal to, a certain kind of car or clothing line or even brand of food. We are also loyal to Heinz ketchup and Hershey's syrup. We do not allow substitutes in our house. There is something about the way they taste that just can't be duplicated by another product. It's kind of funny that both Heinz and Hershey are based out of Pennsylvania, just like the Steelers. So I'm not sure if that's coincidence or if we're just staying as loyal as we can be to the Keystone State. One of the greatest displays of loyalty in the Old Testament comes from the book of Ruth. In this story, a woman named Naomi loses her husband and eventually her 2 sons as well. She is left with her 2 daughters-in-law. She is traveling with them to her home country but stops them and begs them to return and start their life over since they were still young. One daughter-in-law went back to Moab, her homeland, but the other daughter-in-law, Ruth, insisted she would not leave Naomi, stating, "Wherever you go, I will go. Wherever you live, I will live. Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God. Whenever you die, I want to die and be buried with you there." She worked all day in a field, picking up scraps behind the reapers to provide for Naomi and herself. The owner of the field, Boaz, took notice of her hard work and dedication and instructed his harvesters to share their water with her and to leave a little extra barley for her. He even talked to Ruth and told her what a great thing she was doing, and he hopes the Lord will reward her for this great sacrifice and display of loyalty. Back then, there was a tradition that if a man died and left a widow without male children, the closest relative should marry the widow to provide for her and hopefully have a male child who would inherit the first husband's property and help the widow when she was older. Naomi wanted Ruth to marry Boaz, but there was a relative that was closer than Boaz was. Boaz met with this relative to ensure that he would be able to marry Ruth, and the 2 wed and eventually had a son. Naomi rejoiced and raised the son as her own. Ruth's loyalty made Naomi happy once again. The type of loyalty that Ruth displayed is an uncommon blessing. It shows character, commitment, and dependability. This type of commitment and loyalty makes me think of house elves that appear in the Harry Potter books. House elves always stay loyal to their master's commands at all costs because their entire purpose in life is to serve their master. One elf, Dobby, is set free by Harry Potter. He continues to stay loyal to Harry even though he does not have to because Harry freed him. Dobby stayed true to Harry until the end, eventually sacrificing his own life so that Harry would survive. What if we applied this type of loyalty to our spiritual lives? We know we must be loyal to God and He will reward us, but we often forget about the loyalty that God and His Son Jesus display to us. God is loyal in that He makes promises to us, and these promises will be fulfilled so long as we are in return loyal to the Word of God and teachings of Jesus. This loyalty to God also has secondary benefits. Just like Boaz noticed Ruth's dedication to Naomi and married her and brought descendants to Naomi, we will also receive other benefits. If we follow the teaching in the New Testament and live as Jesus instructs us, our loyalty to God will spill over into other areas. We will want to be loyal to each other, loyal to our mom and dad, brothers and sisters, teachers and bosses, everyone we come in contact with. There is also comfort in knowing that we are doing all we can to honor Christ. This brings us comfort and closeness to God. Other people will also take notice and want to know what it is about us that makes us different. This may help us to bring others to Christ. There are no negatives to being loyal to God. We may not always see blessings in this lifetime as Ruth, but we can be positive that we will have an eternal reward of a life in heaven if we stay loyal to the Word of God. No matter what team or product we may be loyal to on earth, there is no comparison to the benefits we receive when we stay loyal to Jesus.